So today is April 11th, 2017, and it is Passover. It started last night, and we typically do a meeting on Passover and have people in our home and have lamb and stuff. This year, it didn't seem like it was the thing the Lord was leading us to do. So, and still felt I was supposed to give you a little bit longer message, so this might be a little bit longer than usual. Interesting thing is, this is actually technically our anniversary. We were married April 11th, Easter Sunday. It was Easter Sunday in 1982. We do celebrate it for various reasons on Easter rather than April 11th. But that's another story, and maybe Lord will have me tell it to you this week, because that's a whole nother story in itself. Anyway, since it is Passover, the thing that's really been, the Lord's really been working inside of me has been different. I had an email from somebody very, very dear to me last week, and it then me wanted to use it to hurt me and slay me. And I just immediately knew what to do, so I went and worked out really hard, and because I know sometimes I just have to get all the energy out, and then my spirit engages in motion sometimes. And so sure enough, after I'd, worked out hard, I came back and sat down and said, okay, Spirit, Holy Spirit, my spirit, what do I really want to say to this person? And I was so extremely pleased with what came out of me, because I don't think I've ever been able to articulate before how I feel. What do you do when somebody you dearly, dearly love is in a lifestyle or in a sin that is killing them? And I confronted this dilemma from the time I was born up until even a few years ago when my brother died. My parents were addicted personalities. They would not, of course, listen to my confrontations because I was their kid, right? My brother had the same addictions. He recreated the same thing. And so, it's a dilemma that we have, I think as Christians, is how do we love somebody and yet still speak the truth to them? And I think this is where we are as a society, or the culture of the world has a whole right now. So part of what the Lord gave me to write back was that, and I gave the example of my brother. I said, I loved him with my whole being. I raised him. But I hated the alcohol. I hated the cigarettes. I hated the drugs. I hated those things he was doing because it was killing him. And the Bible is very clear. The wages of sin kills. The wages of sin is death. So sin kills. And so I was able to express myself that I love you, this person I was talking to, but I hate what you're doing because it's killing you. And it's just that simple. Now, that person didn't see it that way, or hasn't in the past, and I said, okay, well, we're going to have to agree to disagree on that point, but I love you, but I'm going to hate what you're doing because it's hurting you. And I think as Christians, we need to look at the Lord and say, when is it time to say that to people? When is it time to say, I love you, therefore I'm going to tell you the truth, that this thing is wrong, this thing is killing you, this is where you're tripping up, this is what has broken you. Where is the line? And because we're told to walk in love and faith in love and all that. So what is love? And there's certainly a time not to say something, but I think we're rapidly approaching, if we're not, I think, already there, the place where we have to be able to say, I love you, and because I love you, I have to say this thing you're doing, or not believing in Jesus, or asking him to help you, or whatever it is killing you. And so that's, the Lord gave me the title of this, is when is love hate? And I think that's how he feels about us. When his presence comes to us, it says his glory, his presence, his goodness, his power separates us from everything that would hurt us or harm us. And so what happens many times, like he couldn't approach people because his very presence would kill them, because they were so, enmeshed in sin. And that's what happened, with Adam and Eve. He couldn't get as close as he wanted because his very presence, his holiness, his glory would kill them. So I think this is something that we need to understand about the heart of God, that if we really love people, that sometimes, if not all the time, it is really good to say, because I do love you, I am going to tell you the truth.